Kentucky and Coach Mark Pope are on absolute fire. Their transfer portal class just keeps getting better and better. Yesterday, Jaxson Robinson withdrew his name from the NBA draft and officially committed to Kentucky. The former BYU star is following his coach and brings a dynamic weapon to Kentucky's offense and is going to take them to a new level both talent-wise and in potential. Today, we're going to go through his game, talk about where he's good, what he's going to bring to Kentucky, and how he's going to affect that program overall. Thanks for being here. Now, before we get too much into the film, I just want to talk quickly about the season that he's had at BYU last year and just kind of talk about holistically his game and him as a person. So he is a big guard. He is 6'7", a little under 200 pounds, a little wiry frame, but brings a lot of length, a lot of height to the position. So all things that you absolutely love if you're Mark Pope. From a scoring perspective, he was a very good scorer last year, over 14 a game at BYU in a very tough conference. Contribute a bit on rebounds and assists, not too crazy, but was an efficient shooter, was efficient at the rim. So loads to love about his game. Let's go ahead and start talking about things that we really like about Jaxson Robinson. The first thing that absolutely jumps off the screen to me when I think of Jaxson Robinson is his ability to shoot the ball. Now, he can do it in a variety of ways. So you're going to see it throughout the film that we have playing over top of this, but he can score off of spot up opportunities where he shot over 40% when he was just more in a spot up situation, which is fantastic. Or he can shoot the ball coming off of screens, getting his feet set quickly and firing off the shot. And when you're as big as Jaxson Robinson is, you can really combat those closeouts. You can shoot over smaller guards who might be matched up with you on the perimeter, and it gives you a lot of options. So you'll see him a lot of times really catching the ball when he's going left or right, curling around a screen or receiving a pass from the wing. And he's really skilled at getting his feet set quickly. So you'll see here, it's textbook footwork where he has his post leg, he gets it set, whips it around, both feet facing the basket, and can get his shot off at a release that makes a whole bunch of sense. So from a shooting perspective, you have to love what he brings to now a pretty loaded stable of shooters at Kentucky. I've covered it across several videos at this point, but with the addition of Kobe Brea, Kerr Kriisa, the two freshmen that they're bringing in that can both shoot the ball, and now you add another dynamic shooting option in Jaxson Robinson. That is all just super terrific and is setting up Mark Pope to have an amazing first year at Kentucky. Now, what separates Jaxson Robinson from some of the other players who have already been brought in to this transfer portal class is that he is very dynamic as a scorer. So what you're about to see is him getting to the rim and being a lethal finisher, really. At his size and with his length, he doesn't have to be an overwhelming athlete, and you're going to see that. He's not someone that is going to throw down a ton of monster dunks in traffic. He's not somebody who is going to do a bunch of crazy stuff that has a low likelihood of succeeding. What you're going to get with Jaxson Robinson is a guy who is crafty, who gets to the rim in a variety of ways, and when he gets to around the rim, he is long enough and can create enough space that his array of finishes is super wide. He can finish with both hands. He can play the ball off the backboard, really well from a lot of different angles. I've seen him, do a lot of scoops. I've seen him do some floats. He can really just be creative around the rim and not rely on just one particular aspect of his game to be clicking in order for him to be a successful player. The other thing that I really like about him is that he is able to, operate within an offense, and he knows Mark Pope's offense inside and out. You'll see him score off of cuts, off of backdoors. He's able to read the floor very well. High IQ guy for a high IQ coach with a high IQ offense. So it's just another example of Kentucky bringing in a guy that is going to fit a new identity, that is going to fit, what they're trying to do as a program and will play within that offense. And it's proven he's done so for multiple years under Mark Pope already. So you really have to be excited when you have this new dynamic piece that's going to come in and just add to this stockpile of talent that you've developed. And that's going to cover what Jaxson Robinson brings to the table. All in all, final thoughts on this. He is an NBA prospect who was seriously considering the NBA draft. and has a lot to prove. And going to a school like Kentucky that's going to get the media coverage that Kentucky does, that's going to play in a contiguous offense that he's used to playing in, is all just really super positive stuff. And I was already, you guys know from watching this channel, I was already very high on what they've done as a class throughout this year. And Mark Pope has really proven, himself to me as a coach who can come in and with the new status of the program that he's with, can capitalize on that, which is really important when you're looking for any coach. So I've seen some of the comments that I've gotten on these videos, the hashtag Cope with Pope. That's some malarkey right there. He's a guy you should be excited about at this point off the limited sample, and the limited evidence that he's giving you has been overwhelmingly positive. So ride the wave, Kentucky fans. I'll be paying attention this year. I've really enjoyed covering so far this transfer portal, what they've done, and look forward to seeing how this plays out. But sincerely, thank you for watching this. Thank you for being here, Kentucky fans. You've been amazing. Thank you for helping me grow the channel. I'll continue to cover you guys. As always, please like the video, subscribe to the channel. It is super helpful for me. Just helps encourage me to put out more content. So I'll be here. I'll be covering you guys for the rest of the year. But thanks again, and I'll see you guys on the next one.